I was living in San Antonio, Texas, and I got involved with moving drugs from San Antonio to Austin, Texas. When I was in front of the judge, and the judge told me that I committed a crime against the United States of America, and that floored me for a while. If it's someone who served their country and then find out that you have just committed a crime against it, that really knocked me to the ground. I changed. I got sons that I wanted to raise and a daughter, and so I knew I had to be something different.
I was born in Guatemala. I was living there 20 years. One of my degree that I get from there, it's about teaching. I didn't have the opportunity to get a job from the government because it was hard. We should pay some money to buy a curriculum, to have the chance to work for the government. I didn't get the money. So that's why I decided to come to this country.
After my 18th birthday, I went directly to the military, which was September 5th, 1989, and I stayed in 10 years. What I originally went in for was a diesel mechanic. But what made me proud about being in the military was, you get to, of course, serve your country and eventually end up doing good for other people in other ways. Well, I got out of the military January 13th, 2000. I had got a job in Camp Arifjan, Kuwait, with our ITT systems. Through November 2012 to Goodwill, I pretty much was just on a break.
Before Goodwill, we lived in Pflugerville, and before my 15th birthday, my biological father decided that our lives weren't important anymore, and he tried to take the life of my mother. As soon as the police were notified of what was going on, they intervened, and of course he was stopped, which now I still have my mom. We were put into a safe house and shelters so that he couldn't find us. And we were kind of on our own. We'd never been in that sort of position. I didn't think I was gonna be able to realize any of my dreams. And for a 14-year-old to feel completely helpless, at least in my eyes, it's not the best thing. So I turned to my caseworker and I asked her for help. And that's when I was introduced to the Goodwill programs.
My family showed me that they needed me here and not the money that I thought I was giving them. They showed me love. I thought I loved myself, but I really and truly did not. But they showed it to me, and now I'm able to reciprocate that. Now I'm able to give it back now. When I got home, I needed to get a job. I went to about 20, 30 different places. They said, hey, you're a good hire, you're a good applicant, but we can't do anything with you with your background. And so I came to Goodwill and I applied, and the following Monday I was in orientation. And so I was going to the manager's classes, and it just seemed like every time I was coming back, the light was getting brighter and brighter.
It took me 3 months to get to this country, from November 1992 to March 1993. And I enrolled in ESL classes at night. But I was still looking to improve my education in this country. But I find that Goodwill Excel program, they just receive me with, as like they know me for a long time. So I like it. And I finished this program in 4 months. I got my Texas high school diploma right now.
I went online and I called Goodwill from overseas and said, hey, I'm interested in your program. I registered actually over the phone. So basically when I came here in 2014, back in May, everything was already set up. That's when I enrolled in the program, and then once I completed the boot camp, I went over to Austin Community College and enrolled in their truck driving school and international schools. Now I went in with my partner Reginald, we got a truck, and we bought a truck and a trailer, and it's paid for. So now we're just moving on from there.
I went to a few different classes and got help with how to speak in an interview, how to present myself, and my Goodwill caseworker helped me find an internship at the Intercontinental Stephen F. Austin Hotel. There were others actually trying to do something to help me, pushing me forward, and Goodwill provided that. Goodwill helped me. Goodwill helped me come home with a clear head and with hope in my heart.
Goodwill's given me an opportunity to have a career, and so now I'm able to be a sustainable member in my community, and my family has become stronger because of that. I have children in college now, and it's mainly because of the opportunity that Goodwill has given me, and for me to be able to be a stand-up father for my kids. I want for each and every last one of my children, my biological, my stepchildren, my adopted children, I want each one of them to be a productive citizen in the United States. My family means the world to me, and I take great pleasure in walking through the doors and getting the hugs from my wife and my children. I'm teaching my children that if you work hard and you stay the course, it'll pay off in the long run.
I'm really thankful with Goodwill Excel Center because they help me a lot. They help me with my family, with my kids. My family likes Excel Center, starting with my wife. She's involving in the program right now. The Goodwill Excel Center gives my whole family confidence to reach an education in this country. The Goodwill Excel Center, it opened me a big door. Goodwill Excel Center, it shows me that we can reach our dreams that we keep. Right? I worked for 3 months to get a better opportunity, and I find here in the U.S.
Goodwill, they laid the foundation for me where I am now. They made it to the point where I could invest some time and eventually, and also achieve my goal in earning my commercial driver's license. So they pretty much started everything. Without work, you can't achieve anything. And that's why work matters to me, because you have to take care of your family, you have to achieve your goals. Well, for me, Goodwill provided hope. Basically gave me that extra motivation and that extra drive to help people out just less fortunate. Same as like something that Goodwill doing. But I would like to go back to my community where I grew up at and give back to my community and be in a position to do that.
To me, being able to realize my dreams of going to college and to be able to start this wonderful journey is probably one of the most surreal feelings I've had in a long time. It brought a lot of hope back into my life, hope that was being put in by Goodwill. If you have a bad beginning, it doesn't mean you're going to have a bad ending. My solution was to become better educated, to go back to school, to use the resources at Goodwill, and to become a better version of myself.